And so far so good. We're having conversation. I'm telling you all my Prince stories from the 90s, which they're hilarious. The 90s are coming back. So I was with my daughter, my 16-year-old, a couple of days ago. We were walking around and I just looked at her outfit and I was like, hey, you look like me. She was wearing an outfit that I would have definitely owned. All the big baggy clothes and stuff like that. So I was thinking, what goes around comes around. I'm now retro, which is, So I shot a movie called Equinox in Minneapolis, and that wasn't where my Prince obsession began. My Prince obsession actually began probably when I was like 16. And I remember a girl named Nikki. She went to my high school and she was kind of a rocker, and she loved Prince. I mean, she had the purple hair. She was like, it was all there. She was all the way there for him. And that's where I started to really listen to Prince. And then it just grew from there. It just got it got obsessive. Like all my friends were worried about me at some point that I was Prince obsessed. Minneapolis. I love some Minneapolis. Let me tell you, I was in Minneapolis in the 90s, and I went to Paisley Park because I'm not ashamed to say that I was a Prince fanatic till yesterday. I have loved Prince since I was a teenager. So I was working on a film in Minneapolis, and one of the photographer that was on the movie said, oh, I know Prince. We can go visit his studio. I was so excited to see Prince that I went all the way out to Paisley Park. I got to see the motorcycle from Purple Rain. Now Prince was I think he was in Paris at the time, but I sat on the bike. I have pictures of myself in Paisley Park. I just knew I was gonna go there, meet him, get married. I had plans, but he wasn't about that life. He married somebody else, and then I married somebody else, and it never actually happened. But that was my actual plan. And I ended up with 3 of the most amazing kids. So in the end, I'm glad I didn't have babies with Prince, because I got the best babies in the whole world. Oh my gosh, everybody's laughing at my Prince story. Hey, I had plans. Purple Rain, oh my gosh. And okay, so another true story about Prince. And I still adore him. He's just, bar none, one of the most talented musicians of our lifetime. One of them, like definitely in my top 10. But I actually met Prince. My brother, this was when my brother was still alive. My brother called me, and I had just come from work. I was working on a film here in LA. And my brother said, come, Prince is at the club. Prince is at Roxbury. So I put this face on like I was sleeping. I put this face on like it came in a can. I was like, psh, makeup done. Hair was all wild because, you know, Prince liked his wild-haired women. Put on my tight outfit. I was ready. I was walking. I walked into the club. I was like, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? And then I spotted him, and he was this big. And my heart just, I'm bigger than Prince. I was so distraught. Yes, he was tiny, and not just short, but he was so skinny. Like he was just a very petite man. And I continue to love his music. I'll just say that. I fell out of love with him physically, but I still loved his music. That is my story. My Prince story. Those were all my wild days back in the 90s. Y'all know how it was in the 90s. Don't play like you don't know how it was in the 90s. I know y'all did some crazy things in the 90s. Your kids aren't on Facebook anymore. They're all on Snapchat. You can tell the truth now. Kayla Reyes said he was a sexy man. Yes, I mean, he could sing, he could dance. His lyrics were provocative. Candace says she's not a short guy hater. I am not a short guy hater. I have dated men that were shorter than me. Not many, but I have dated a couple of men that were shorter than I am, and I'm pretty short. I mean, I'm 5'5" and a half. But I've dated some shorter guys, but they had swag. You know, a man has to have swag. It's just that when I saw Prince. He was there. He was in the corner. He had a lollipop in his hand. He looked very fragile, and I was like, I will break Prince and then have everybody mad at me. So I just wasn't ready to go there. Robert Sands said, don't lie. You know Prince kicked you out of VIP for throwing up Echo Parque. You know, I was shooting Vida Loca at the time. That's how long ago it was. It was like 92. My brother was alive. But yeah, Prince wasn't kicking me out of VIP because I ended up marrying the guy who was in charge of VIP. So there you have it. The 90s were fun. I have my computer down here. I don't have to lean over and look and see. Matt Lopez said, did you have a Tupac obsession? So I didn't have a Tupac obsession. I didn't quite have a Tupac obsession. I did love Ice Cube though. Oh my gosh, I love Ice Cube. Yes, I loved Ice Cube. I didn't obsess over Ice Cube though, but I obsessed over Prince. I wasn't trying to go find, oh, you know who else I obsessed over? And not obsessed, but I have plans for him too, but he ended up marrying Jada Pinkett. Go figure, Will Smith went and married Jada Pinkett. Whatevs. And Tupac was also obsessed with Jada Pinkett. So, I mean, girl has it going on. I ain't mad at her, though. She's cute. She's still cute. She's still stunning. She's super smart and just super progressive and positive and active. She's a hot lady. She's an amazing woman. Isaac said, see you in Houston. Yes, Houston is coming up. I will be in Houston on April 29th. So please, 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 if you don't follow them yet, they have a page on Facebook. They're also on Instagram. It's Lifestyles. I've been going to Lifestyles for the past 4 years. This year, we will be together. It will be Sadie Lopez, Jacob Vargas, and myself doing a full-on Mi Vida Loca extravaganza, and we're so excited. I saw Jacob not too long ago. Jacob is so super busy, and I know he was on Sons of Anarchy. He was doing another like Marvel comic type show. He's super busy, super humble, and super talented. So the fact that he's coming on to be with us is really, really just such a privilege and such a pleasure. You all gonna love him. Sadie's come for the last 2 years, and you guys adore Sadie. So if you can make it to Houston, it's gonna be worth it. So come on down and see us at the Lifestyles booth. It's in the International Flea Market on Green. So much fun. We like to share different businesses, different small businesses, things that we think are really fun or cute or fantastic. We love to hear stories about how businesses get started. And I have this burro that I got at the We All Grow conference. The terrible thing, and the thing that I'm so upset about, is that I cannot remember who made this. She was at the We All Grow conference, and she did the letters for the We All Grow conference. So there's all these pictures, and everybody's holding the letters that spell out We All Grow, and they're all piñata letters. She was fabulous, and I took a picture with her, and I said, tag me in the picture. And she never tagged me. But look at this little burro. It's a little burro piñata, and it's a pin on the back. So you can put it, I had it on my purse, and everybody was like all in love with it. But this lady, oh my gosh, I'm gonna find her. If anybody already knows who this is, she's here in LA. I'm gonna bring this back on because she was amazing. This is fun. It says that Cynthia actually wants to be online with us. So come on then, come on with it if you comment. Come on, everybody wants to see you. Hi!
Hello.
I thought you couldn't
Yes.
come.
Well, we are having some little difficulties here, but I just felt so bad. I got a message. I sent a message today to Crafts Gold, the lady that makes the bibs. And I could tell she was so disappointed when I told her that we weren't going to go live after all. And she did such a fabulous job on sending us these bibs. And hi, y'all. Happy Feed Me Friday. And so I said, no, I'm going to go on, even if it's just for a few minutes, just to share these amazing things. So Cynthia Topete, if you're out there listening right now, this is for you. Believe that. This is for you right now. I met Cynthia Topete over the phone. We haven't actually met in person, but what happened was when we went to a Living Feed Midnight Market, on consignment, Cynthia had her stuff with Noel Reyes from Mi Vida. And I purchased this little bib, and the little bib has the cast from Mi Vida Loca, and it's like a Mi Vida Loca bib. And I bought it for my niece. It was so cute. I had to post my niece with it, and I told her, this is an amazing little bib. So her and I had a chance to talk, and I told her, you know what, I want to share this with people. So these are the creative bibs that she makes. So I have to show. So I'm going to show the first one, and this one here is the Virgin of Guadalupe.
That's gorgeous.
So cute. Now, it's really, really cute. But first of all, the snaps in the back are plastic. They're well made. She lines the back. So when my niece washed it, she said it stood amazing. Just so you know, they washed really well. They didn't get all small. Okay, and then here's another one. She has a lot of them. But this one here is the Loteria. Now this one here, because y'all know I love me my tacos on Tuesday, but a tacos before vatos bib, all embroidered. The texture of the fabric's amazing. She uses like a cotton with poly blend because I could feel it, and the back of it has a real plush feeling on it, so I think that you guys would love it. But this is the last one I'm going to show. It's amazing. Hold on. So now I want you to know this woman really has taken this business to a whole new level. She literally has went to fashion school. She decided that she's doing such an amazing job with her line of bibs that when a man happened to see her bibs, he said to her, you're so talented. You need to go to fashion school. So what she did is she went and she got herself enrolled in fashion school. She's a full-time mom, a full-time fashion student in LA right now. And she literally is doing her thing to create her own children's line. So I just had to show this. I think it's amazing. She has her little label on the side, and the name of her handler, you can find her on IG, is Crafts Gold, and she goes by Gold Digger Crafts. So you guys are going to be hearing a lot coming from this woman. I know that she's just going to do an amazing things, and it's going to be exciting to see what she comes up with next.
I love it. I love those bibs. Of course, seeing Sad Girl on there is hilarious. But I love the Loteria. I love the tacos, of course. That'd be my bib. I actually asked her to make me a big one because a lot of times
I've seen the big bibs. They're hilarious. But you know what? I totally need one too myself. So I fully get it.
And I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes, we'll do a lot of events or whatever, and I have to be neat. And I'll be wanting to eat like some tacos, and I'll be like, oh man, I have a big mancha. So I think adult bibs that are pretty fabulous wouldn't be bad.
And I want to mention one thing about her line. Oh my gosh, her line is absolutely amazing. When I say she has quite a variety, believe me, she has quite a variety. So you really need to take a minute just to go on there and enjoy it. It's so fun. And when I say fun, it's because you're going to find so many cute characters. She doesn't just do the Latino cultural stuff. She does amazing pieces, superheroes, teams. She does quite a bit. So definitely, please take some time to go on to IG and look her up. And I hope that you guys enjoy her bibs as much as we have, because I really know in my heart that this woman is doing everything that she can to create her new desire, and that is to build an amazing children's line and become very successful at it. And I believe she's going to.
And what's her name again?
Her name is Cynthia Topete, and the name of her business is called Crafts Gold, and she literally calls herself Gold Digger. And You know, she has an amazing story behind why she calls herself Gold Digger, but I'll let her tell that story. And she's out of Huntington Drive in Los Angeles. I'm not sure about her price ranges on her bibs, to be quite honest with you, but you know what? I know that they're under $20 and they're well worth it. And it's an amazing little present for somebody that you want to give them a little something like a baby's gift or something different. This is a unique present.
Yes, that's what I like too. And there's somebody giving a lot of love. I see Rain popped up in there, and is that Laura?
Hi, Rain.
We're getting a lot of love. I love to. Oh, Rain, Isaac, and Liza Michelle. I love that every.
Oh, Catherine Barker. Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I love every week that we try to feature someone different because, you know, we're all out here trying to start our businesses or, you know, trying to grow our businesses. It's really encouraging for us to be able to share. You know, we have this platform. We've been very blessed. We're able to have a large social media network that we get to work with, and I'm excited. You know, the other day I was on Facebook and I saw that Alexis Chapman is helping her niece get together some funds to take some college classes. Now, this girl is only 13 years old, but they were doing sling and bling. And I was like, oh, I want to buy some stuff. You know, all her jewelry was $5. So go check her out. You know, we're able to support one another's businesses, and it's really something special. It's really something special to be able to support a business, a local business, a small business, and to be able to contribute to not only the dream but the pocketbook and the future of someone's legacy. So I'm really grateful that we get to do that.
Absolutely. And I think that that's the important part is sometimes we get caught up in thinking like about the money. Of course, money is a wonderful thing. We all need that to pay bills. But I think it's an amazing idea when you really stop to think about it is designing your journey to leave a legacy on this universe. When you literally are living it and you're doing your thing because you want to make this world a better place, and you're doing all these things to try to help not just yourself but others, I believe that that's when your journey becomes so much more intense. It's so more significant. It's so much more exciting. You know, I have mentioned recently, and I hadn't shared it before, but until recently, that my father passed away in September, and I really didn't talk too much about it because I was hurt. You know, I didn't want to really talk about it. But my father left an amazing legacy, and most of the people that came to his service or called in behalf of my father or sent cards or whatever, one of the things that he left on his legacy was that my father helped people. He was an amazing helper. He helped people when they came into the country. He helped them with whatever he could, even if it was help positioning them with a job from his work or whatever it was. But no matter what, the man had a lot of special relationships with people that we didn't even know about because he would help them. So I too would love to do that. While I'm here on this earth, I'm going to do whatever I can along with Angel and a lot of other people that are watching today. We can all get together and work together, collaborate together to do amazing things.
Absolutely. And the cool thing too is, like, you don't necessarily have to get something out of the sharing. You know what I mean?
Right.
The good part about the sharing, and this is like a universal law. They always say, well, do something for someone who can't do something back for you, which who knows if somebody can do something back for you or not. You just never know.
Right.
But do something just because it's the right thing, just because it's a good thing. And what goes around does actually come around.
Truly, I want to say this because I came on looking like a hot mess because I said, oh my gosh, I'm having some issues right now. But you know what? I said, no, I am going to be a person of my word. I told this person today, I'm going to go live today. So here I am, all tore back from the floor up. But you know what? It's okay. I'm so happy to be here to share these good things.
It is universal law that when you do something positive, there is an effect. There is a cause and effect. When you add, it's like You plant an apple seed, you get an apple tree. You plant an orange seed, you get an orange tree. You plant good seeds, you're going to get good fruit. And so when we share, sometimes we're sharing, like when we share about the collaborations that we do with artists, those are our business partnerships. But when we shared like just now, we're not sharing it to get anything out of it. It's just because it's a good thing to do. It's just because it's spreading good vibes. And when I always say this, but when more people are doing what they love, when more people are fulfilling their desires for their business, for their dreams, for their legacy, for their kids, when more people are happy, it's good for the planet. When more people are successful and good, it's good for all of us in the end. Whether it affects us immediately, personally or not, good equals good. And so if we can share and help somebody in their business and they do great, maybe they'll pass that on to someone else and someone else and someone else. But eventually we live in this cycle. And I think that Sparkles and I know that we're extremely blessed, and we live like we're blessed all the time. But to just be able to share is such a pleasure, such a wonderful thing. Yes. And also like following one another is a good thing. Like when you can follow positive people and maybe start drowning out some of the negative things that you follow. Actually, some of our friends for spring break decided to unplug completely, and they weren't online for the 2 weeks that they had spring break, and that's actually a good thing too. I unplugged. I didn't go completely off, but I unplugged for quite a bit. I was offline for by no intention of my own. I just didn't have any service. But that was like the universe telling me to unplug. But it's good to make conscious decisions about who you follow, because our social media feeds, they're called feeds for a reason. They are feeding you. Your news feeds you. And so it's important to be conscious about what you're feeding your brain. The kinds of news that you're putting in there. Are you putting positivity in there? Or are you following people that are backbiting? Are you following people that are gossiping? Are you following people that are negative? How do you think you can make it through the day swallowing all of this negativity and then going out into the world? Follow positive people and you have more of a chance of feeling positive. Garbage in, garbage out. Good things in, good things out. It's just a natural way of doing things. So I know that it's springtime and we do a lot of spring cleaning. Maybe some of the spring cleaning that you want to do is for your home, but some of the other spring cleaning you might want to do is consider spring cleaning your feed. You don't have to unfriend people. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but why don't you start adding more positivity? There's so much good out there that you can find too if you're looking for it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, if you want to have good vibes, you got to put yourself in the same line, your tribe, clean out your tribe, figure out what's going wrong and make the right choices. Because at the end of the day, it's about choices, people, and we got to make good ones. So I really am happy that I had this opportunity to pop in. I have some things I have to go take care of, but I just had to do this. And Cynthia, I hope that you have the opportunity to see this live, because truly your aprons are amazing. You're amazing. Continue going to school, continue, following your dream, and God bless the person that talked you into going to school, because really that truly is going to help you to be able to understand this field. Because I know that we started recently working on manufacturing our own line of tank tops, and hopefully soon our own line of t-shirts. And if I didn't have the education in fashion, I think I would probably have been very lost. I know that Angel and I were just like, whoa, this is really overwhelming. So it is important to understand, even if it's just the language, the lingo, and understanding about sewing. So it's all part of it. So that's probably the wisest decision that you made, was to go into school to learn this field a little bit more.
First of all, I don't even take even an inkling, not even a percentage of credit for any of the fashion part of our business. I don't have a clue. So if it wasn't for you and your knowledge about fabric and your knowledge about sizes and your knowledge about inventory and your knowledge about production, I'd be using like cafe press. Like would have to go to an option of, just whatever is available that's easy, because I don't have that skill set. And I did not realize how extensive it is to go from a design or a concept, an idea, all the way out to production. And
to the full manual.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I've been in movies, so I know what happens when somebody thinks about it. They write down a script, they write the treatment, they write the script, they bring it to producers. I'm familiar with a production process, but I wasn't familiar with all the things that are required in clothing manufacturing. It's a whole different ballgame. So I'm really, really grateful. I'm wearing my Living Firme cap right now.
I was going to say, and as I seen her sporting her cap, because y'all, I have to share with you that cap that she just put on. It's a thinking cap. It's a hide my little, well, I don't know, but just in case I might have some little gray little canitas hat. I'm having a bad hair day, so I should be wearing that cap. But why do you like wearing that cap, Miss Angel?
For that very reason. I ain't gonna lie. Just we like to keep it real on these lives. And, I'll be posting this up on YouTube. I'll be sharing it all over the internet. People are going to find out that I can be very lazy. And sometimes the hair do not get did. Now, mind you, I go to a barber and she does an incredible job on my hair. She does everything. She does it. I have a fade. I do have a fade. I have so for the most part, I keep my hair short because of laziness. But sometimes it grows out and I start looking like a mushroom. And I cannot lie. I have very, very curly and very thick hair. So this just gets very large and unruly. And so I just go ahead and I put my cap on, and then I can, drive my kids to school without worrying about,
And it's very fashionable as well. I mean, because it's black, so first of all, kind of just goes with everything. Another thing I want to mention in the back of the cap, because you can't really see, but it's Velcro. It's not the snap back, so it's nice, especially with you women. If you guys have long hair like myself, it doesn't get caught up inside the little plastic things. It's Velcro. You can make it small, big. It fits every head size, and see, because of the seams the way it is, it fits pretty much every head shape. So it's a really great hat, and you can find this hat on our Living Firme website at shoplivingfirme.com, and it's very affordable. And I think that you guys would be really happy with it. Give it a try, especially for the summer, especially if you go walking in the early morning when the sun's out, or just, want to protect your face from the sun.
And that's a great point, because I wear a sunscreen every day. I'm extremely careful with my skin. I am going to be 50, and so my kids say, "Oh, Mom, look, you have freckles." I'm like, those are not freckles. Freckles.
It's.
We're not going to say what it is.
It's the him.
It's the kisses de Dios. It's the kisses del sol. So I love the sun, but I do not want a recuerdo on my face. I do like wearing caps. I like to walk outside. I like to hike quite a bit. And it is important to, just be protected. And not even talking about vanity, because vanity is one thing, and let's face it, I can be vain just like everybody else. But the most important thing is to protect yourself from the rays of the sun, which cause cancer. And so these age spots, they are not just age spots, and they don't just represent like, oh, snaps, you're getting old. They do represent that your skin is breaking down, and you don't want to have any kind of skin cancer, because skin cancer is extremely prevalent and it's extremely dangerous now. Regardless of whether you buy our caps or not, do invest in some sunscreen.
Protect yourself.
Yes, protect yourself from the sun.
I think that's what I wanted to mention this week. Did you have anything else before I let you all go?
No, that is it. We are done, and I want to thank everyone for coming online. Thank you so much for the love and for the shares and for the encouragement. And like I said, if there's things that you want us to talk about, just leave it in the comments or get in touch with us.
Definitely.
Don't
Our
forget
messages.
to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have Instagram, and follow us here on Facebook at Living Firme.
Right, and we also have an email. We have an email, and this is important where I'm going to give you this email information. It's livingfeedme23@gmail.com. The reason why we want you to have our emails, because if you do have something that you would like to talk to us about or share, or some information that you're interested in learning more about, anything, please feel free to email us, because it is important that we stay in contact with you. But I'll be honest with you, we don't always get to answer immediately. You know, sometimes we're traveling or doing something, but we do like to answer back. Thank you very, very much for all of you guys who continue to watch us, follow us, have been, you know, buying our merchandise. We are so grateful, very, very grateful. So that's my cue. I gotta go for sure now. But you guys all have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much. I really am so grateful that we have this opportunity with you.
That's it. Al rato.